And we are back. The Power Rankings 2023-2024 NFL finale. And we're going to do it a bit differently. I believe we did it the same last year. But how we're going to do it is we are going to first give their where they are from, one power ranking to the other. So from the week 18, not the playoffs. The playoffs ones do not count. It is from the week 18 one. To the comparing now in week 18, and then we're also going to be comparing how it was from the very beginning, before the season started. The week one, not preseason, I believe, because we don't do preseason power rankings, but beginning of season. Without further ado, at number 32, we have the Carolina Panthers. They are staying the same, but in total, from the start of the season, they're going down 5 spots. 2-15, this team went. Was not good whatsoever. But they get the first overall pick if they actually had their pick. So hopefully Bryce Young turns into something else. It's not going to be fun to be a Panthers fan. At number 31, we have the Commanders. They're going to be staying the same, but going down 14 spots total. I mean, that's a big drop compared to where they started. I mean, the Panthers 5 spots, they were at 27. 5 spots is not a lot. Granted, 27 to 32 is a big change. But the Commanders down 14 spots, I mean, that's pretty bad. I mean, going into the season, I had the Commanders at 18. So I counted wrong, actually. It's only 13, so I knew that sounded wrong. But still, 4-13, not a great season. Another 30 going down spots, and down 11 spots total is the Patriots. Same thing, 4-13, not a great season for them. All you can really say if you're a Patriots fan is you're glad that it's over. Because now you're looking at the third overall pick with potential to trade up to 2 or number 1 to get Drake May or Caleb Williams, or you might not even have to trade up. Maybe the Bears or Commanders take someone else and you can just stay put at 3. Or maybe you get a guy like Jaden Daniels or Michael Penix. 29, we got the Chargers going up a spot. So they just swapped with the Patriots. They're going to be going down 20 spots. Going into the season, I had them ranked at 9. That's a big drop. They were a top 10 team coming into the season. They end up as a bottom 5. 5-12, granted, you have an excuse. Your quarterback did get injured, but, I mean, come on. 28, we have the Jets. They're going to be staying the same, just like the Chargers. They are also going to be going down 20 spots. Same thing. Quarterback got injured. But, yeah. 27, we have the Vikings. Down 4 spots. They are going to be going down 12 spots. We can keep making this excuse. Their quarterback got injured. We're just going to keep saying it. 26, we have the Cardinals. They ended up 4-13, down a spot. They go up 6 spots in total. I keep flipping my phone accent. They were the number 1 team, or the worst team, I should say. Not number 1. They were quite the opposite. So they did good to improve themselves. And same thing, they were without their quarterback for a decent bit. Not because he got injured this year, but last year. 25, we have the Titans. They're going to be going up a spot, but also down a spot. So I am very proud of this Titans pick. I mean, dead on. nearly. I had them coming into the season at 24. They ended up at 25. So I will take that. More than welcomely. So they played right to where I expected. Falcons at 24, minus 2 spots, but also down 3 spots to where I had them projected. Another thing. I mean, that's pretty good for me as well. Had them at 21, they're at 24. I mean, I will take that as well. They just had a bad quarterback. That's all there's to say. They have one of the better rosters in the league. Just bad coach, bad quarterback. 23, we have the Giants. They're going to be going up 3 spots. I mean, they're going down 12 from the beginning of the season. They, underestimated me dramatically. Or, I don't know if I said that word right. Drastically. Something. Daniel Jones is not worth the $40 million you gave him. It's very clear to see. But you're stuck with it now. Good job. 22, we have the Raiders. They're going to be going down 2 spots, up 2 spots, and also going up 4 spots. This Raiders team really showed a lot. I was not expecting them to be as good as they were. Granted, I did not think they were going to be the worst team, but also, this team competed till the very end. With Aiden O'Connell as their quarterback, with an interim head coach, who is now the head coach, so well-deserved congrats. So, Raiders, I mean, you have a lot to look forward to in the future. Maybe not with Aiden O'Connell, but Antonio Pierce, he looks like one great head coach in my opinion. Definitely not the best, but he is by far, a good option. 21, we got the Bears. They're going to be going nowhere. They stay the same, but they are going to be going up 8 spots. Big improvement from the Bears to where I had them. Granted, 8 spots does not sound like a lot, but when you add it all together, I mean, they could have been 29. So, look at it that way. The big question is, did Justin Fields earn himself another year in Chicago? Not just as the starter, but in Chicago in general. I believe he will be a starting quarterback next year. I just don't know where. Number 20, we have the Saints. They're going to be staying the same. And they are staying the same. I was dead accurate with them. So I will gladly take that. I'm glad I got that right. Granted, 9-8, winning season, but it was really you do good, you have a stretch of doing good, a stretch of doing bad, a stretch of doing good, a stretch of doing bad. You gotta, figure it out. Number 19, we got the Broncos. They're going to be going down 3 spots, but also up 4 spots. This Broncos team, I expected them to kind of be either a really good or a really underwhelming team. And I was half right, half wrong. They were very underwhelming to start the season. They really started piecing it together. And then Sean Payne decided to do one of the worst coaching decisions ever in benching the quarterback who was doing so well. And I really hope Russell Wilson kind of gets another shot. Not with the Broncos. I don't want him back on Sean Payne. I want Sean Payne to really suffer. Because that's just a stupid move. But Russell Wilson proved that he still has what he needs in the tank. But I don't know if going to a new system at this age for him is going to be, and with this much on his shoulder after that season, will be a good idea. 18, we have the Colts. They're going to be going down 1 spot. Also up 13 spots. This Colts team surprised me. I had them going into the season as the second worst team in the league. They were what was it? 1 drive away, from being a playoff team. Give them their flowers. They did that with a backup quarterback. Give the Colts their respect. They earned it. Congratulations, Indianapolis, and I look forward to seeing what you do, but I think you got to work on re-signing a few guys first. Michael Pittman. 17, we have the Bengals. They're going to be staying, going up a spot. But they do go down 14 spots. Granted, we can't hold this all against the Bengals. They did lose Joe Burrow for like half the season. And the division they did play in was by far the best in the NFL. But still, 14 spots, I mean, you have an excuse, but at the same time, the excuse doesn't really work out when Joe Burrow is the reason a lot of those losses were a thing and not Jake Browning. So 16, we got the Jaguars. They are going down 4 spots and down 10. This team looked like one of the best teams in the league, and then they just folded. I think they were 8-3 at one point, and they went 1-5. Missing the playoffs entirely. Jacksonville, I had a lot of faith in you. I felt like you had one of the best teams. Calvin Ridley actually played really well. Very quiet, but good year for him. And I think you will be able to bounce back. 15, we got the Seahawks. They're going to be going nowhere. They stayed the same, but down a spot in this beginning of season. So I was pretty accurate with this Seahawks team. They went 9-8. They were a Green Bay loss away from being in the playoffs. Ironic that that's what happened last year. And now the roles reversed. But yeah. Seattle, I think you'll have a good team. I'm excited to see what Mike McDonald, I think, does. I believe that's your new head coach. I could be wrong. But yeah. 14, we got the Steelers. They are 10-7. They finished the season 10-8, losing in the wild card. But they did better than I thought, as they do go down a spot, but they also went up 3. So they definitely improved off of what I thought they do. Granted, it wasn't by a lot, but improvement is still improvement. 13, we have the Browns. This one's going to be a bit different. I have them down 4 spots, but I also have them going up 3 spots. Same thing with the Steelers. Disappointing end to the season. You were 11-6, won 11-7, and you defied all the odds. I mean, injury after injury, quarterback after quarterback. So hold your head high. 12, on the other hand, we got the Eagles, 11-6. They finished 11-7, down 2 and down 10 total. That's crazy to think that the Eagles, who were 10-1 at one point, ended up 11-7 to end the year. First round playoff exits, with like a surefire lock to get the 1 seed. And we might be seeing the end of the Eagles before it even started. 11, we have the Rams. They're 10-7. They finished 10-8. They go down 2 spots. But they jump 19. So, big thing for them. They ended up making the playoffs, lost in the wild card round, but gave it their all. Barely losing. 1 point. And Rams, I don't know how much fuel Matthew Stafford's got in the tank, but I think you definitely have at least 1 more year with him. So, excited to see what next year gives you. At 10, we have the Cowboys. They're 12-5. They finished 12-6. They're down 6 spots and down 3 total in the season. Yeah, it's the Cowboys for you. I mean, they were the 2 seed. They're the first team to ever lose to the 7 seed. So, but if it was going to happen to anyone, it would be the Cowboys. 9, we have the Dolphins. They are 11-6. They finished 11-7. Down 3 spots and went up 1. So, great job by them. Granted, they still lost in the first round. But I was pretty accurate with them as well. Only 1 spot difference. A team I wasn't so accurate with is the Texans at 8. I do have them going up 3 spots, and they gonna be a spoiler. Are the most improved team on my power rankings, up 20 spots. I had them at 28, the 5th worst team in the league, and they ended up going all the way to the divisional round. Congrats, Houston. 7, Green Bay. I have them going up 12 spots. This is in the playing power rankings. In the total, it's up 16. This Packers fan, by the way, surprised me. I was expecting them to be right around the 7-8 win range. Granted, they finished 9-8, 10-9 total. Texans 10-7, 11-8 total. In case you're curious, I forgot to mention that. But they won a playoff game. They finished with double-digit wins, and this team is going to be, I'm hoping, a good team for the next few years. Especially, my only concern is when we do get to that years, like 2-3 year gap of who you're going to re-sign. That's going to be the challenging part. 6, we got the Buccaneers. They go up 8 spots. They were 9-8, finished 10-9, and tied second with the most improved team. The tie also being with the Rams at 19 spots. This Buccaneers team also surprised me a lot. I was not expecting them to be good. I thought Baker was going to get benched during the season. He didn't. He held his job. And this really sucks for Kyle Trask. I mean, this dude has never even gotten a chance. 2nd round pick. I feel like definitely should have gotten a chance. But oh well. Kind of did it to yourself. But yeah, excited to see Buccaneers. 5, we have the Bills. They are 11-6, finished 12-7. They are down 2 spots and down 1 from the beginning of the season. I mean, it's the same old Buffalo Bills. They're hyped up. Oh, this is going to be their year. This is like, and then they fall short to the team who ends up representing the Super Bowl. It's happened like the past few years now. This is like insane. I'm sorry, Bills. 4, we have the Ravens. They're going to be 13-4. They were 14-5. They had a first round bye, by the way, down 3 spots, but up 8 total. So, Ravens, you did a great job. It sucks the expectations you had. Lamar finally kind of proved his worth, playoff-wise, and I could see him, slowly but surely climbing his way to finally getting a Super Bowl. At 3, we have the Detroit Lions, 12-5, 14-6, up 2 spots, up 10 total. I mean, congrats, Detroit. You finally got the year you were looking for, and it's only going to get better, I'd imagine. So, I mean, it's about time. It took 50 years, but better late than never. And we're just going to do 2-1 at the same time. At number 2, we have the 49ers. They are 12-5, 14-6. They stay the same and go up 3 spots. It sucks that, you guys weren't able to get it done. You lose in overtime. You should know by now with college football, you always got to go for it in overtime, I feel like. But there's nothing to say. Number 1, we have the Chiefs, 11-6, 15-6 total, plus 6 spots, staying the same from the start of the season. Let's be honest, we all saw this coming as soon as Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce started dating. No, I'm kidding. It probably wasn't rigged. I'm not gonna confirm it, but man, the NFL milked it. Y'all saw after the Super Bowl how they showed them making out. I mean, too much Swift, man. Oh yeah, you can only hope that either next year I hope they don't break up, but I hope they definitely show Taylor Swift way less often. Make it like an NBA thing. You show her like once, maybe twice, like the celebrity fan cam or whatever they call it. Just do that. No one would complain then. But that's it. That is going to do it for the end of the season. I hope you guys enjoyed. I did. I will see you guys either with a new mock draft the started the XFL content, or well, UFL now I should say, or some goofy, wacky Madden video besides Brown franchise. We're keeping that going now, and it's been a decent blast. So yeah, goodbye. Hope you enjoyed.